Our final presenter is another innovator in her own field, which is entertainment. You probably know her younger brother better. Rita Carrey is the older sister of Jim Carrey. Certainly he himself has been an innovator in the field of comedy and entertainment. And Rita herself is a musician, a performer, a writer, a broadcaster, and she certainly has had her share of sort of artistic expressions of her innovative talents. We look forward to hearing from her. She's recently written a book, Growing Up, Carrey, and I think she's going to talk a little bit about her experience as growing up in the Carrey household. It's great to have you here, Rita.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Anvari. I also want to thank Innovation Nation, for letting me be part of this, to participate in this. So fascinating. I've learned a lot today. Incredible what we're doing in surgery and robotics. It's just crazy. I'm really excited to be here. And being here brings back such great memories of actually when I was a kid. We lived in Jackson's Point, which is around Lake Simcoe and the township of Georgina. And I vacationed here many times, not at this particular resort, but in pretty much every lake and every rental unit there was and every campground there ever was. I've pretty much been there. And so if I make a mistake on my speech today, it's probably because I either have suntan lotion on my script or barbecue sauce. That's just the way it is. And although you don't know me, you know me as Rita. My grandmother, I got my name from her. Her name was Margarita, so I'm a little bit salty and hopefully refreshing. I must say it's really gratifying and inspiring to be among so many gifted people. I mean, it's insane. Dr. Anvari here, my gosh, what can I say about you? Really, I wish I could roast you right now, but, that's not going to happen because what can I say negative about you, really? Oh, my gosh. You've done so much in surgery and robotics. It's just crazy. And I really wonder, what the heck am I doing here? When they asked me to come, I'm like, are you kidding me? What the heck? There's no way. I'm in radio and, grew up with a funny family. My dad was funny, my brother, and so I'm here with all these techno geeks, as I would call you guys, I never liked science. I was terrible at it. I liked math. I was good at math. My dad was an accountant, so that was pretty good. But science, not a chance. The only thing I know about science is pretty much from the Big Bang Theory. That's all I know. I really don't know anything else. When I found out I was coming here to speak with you today, I was so excited, so I thought, you know what, I'll call an old science teacher, one that I was kind of close with, tried to, get me from a D to at least a C. And so when I called him, he's like, well, what do you want to know? And so I'm asking him questions. I thought he'd be really proud of me, but really, he's responding well. They say he's going to be out next week because he was just shocked that I was even going to speak to a room full of these kind of people. In the pursuit of information, I heard about a cat. I don't know what, I know Persians, I know Siamese, but Schrodinger's cat? What's with that? I was like, what? But apparently all you scientists know that. I do know one physics joke, so I'm going to lay it on you. Someone asked Albert Einstein, why did the chicken cross the road? Well, he replied, the chicken crossed the road, or the road crossed the chicken. Depends on your frame of reference. Again, I say, what? I have no clue. I must say, though, if I had teachers as fascinating as everyone in this room, maybe, especially Dr. Anvari here, maybe I wouldn't have been so awful in science. Maybe I might have, taken a course or whatever, and maybe Dr. Invari would have taught me something, or he would have just kicked me out of his class. Pretty much the latter, I'm sure. And I admire all of you who are here dedicating your lives to the pursuit of excellence in the world of science and technology. That's great. To improve our lives and the human condition is an amazing thing. It really is. And you should all take a bow for that. But today I'd like to talk a few minutes to simply talk about all of us. And no matter how mind-blowing our achievements are, we can't allow arrogance and self-satisfaction to make us forget about our neighbors, our communities, and our fundamental needs. You see, in science, when you say the word cell, we usually are referring to the structural, functional, and biological unit of all organisms that self-replicate. Today, I'd like you to consider the family as a cell, the fundamental unit of society, and how important a functioning family is to a healthy, robust society. To that end, I would like to share some stories of my life about what I've learned as a daughter, a sister, a wife, and a mother. Just like all families, ours has faced good times and bad. We were even homeless for a short period of time. But what I remember most about growing up is the laughter and the joy, and that's because of my parents and the love and dedication they lavished on my sister, my brothers, and myself. And I attribute that to their perseverance that led us to the success. Now my family's name is one of the most famous around the world. That's, of course, because of the success of my brother, Jim Carrey. For characters like Fire Marshal Bill, Ace Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber. I'm sure you will agree he's a unique force of nature, unexplainable, one might say, by conventional science. The New York Times called him one of the greatest physical comedians ever. His face seems to be made of silly putty, and his weird contortions make it seem like he has no bones in his body. Well, just as we had the search for the unified field theory, I'll attempt to explain the unified Carrey theory. That's why you all have plaques on your table saying UCT. That's the unified Carrey theory. And that is happiness equals creativity times imagination times perseverance times love times laughter squared. That's the unified Carrey theory. I'm often asked what it's like to be Jim's sister.